Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Chat with Precious Chariots. Today we'll be talking about a topic that most of you have been bugging the mind of most of you. And today we'll be talking about, what do men really want? Is it love? Is it status? Is it food? I know some of you, your mother have told you that if you want to get the heart of a man, you should give him a good food. Is it food? But I know some people have been given food and it has not worked for them. I'm going to share with you some things that might surprise you. Even though some of them you must have thought about it, but I'm going to share with you some deep things that might surprise you about things that men really want. Now, let's dig deeper. I know that physical attraction, is always the first spark that happens when you meet a man. Yes, a man will always be attracted to your physical appearance, probably your beauty, but most of the time it's usually the physical appearance, usually the first spark. But we all know that physical attraction is not what sustains a relationship. So now we are going to go deep and know, what really does a man want? Number one, the first thing a man wants is respect. I know you have heard it so many times, but respect is so important to a man. You can be beautiful, you can be well educated, you can have money, but if you don't respect a man, for crying out loud, he will not value that. He will not take you to the altar. That's the truth. You need to respect a man. Some of you have brothers that, other brothers, you are always having log ahead with them. It's a sign that you are not respecting them. In fact, I want you to know that the men in your life now are the people that God is using to train you on who to respect. Like I said, the men in your life now, God is using them to teach you respect. Every man wants respect. As little as my son is, he wants to be respected. Can you believe that? Even your brothers, they want to be respected. So every man values respect. Yes, women value communication, but men value respect. They value respect a lot. If you don't respect a man, no matter how beautiful you are, that your beauty is nothing. So you have to be able to, men want you to respect them. Every man wants respect, both small and great. There's no man, in fact, I notice that most of the things men do, they do it to gain respect. Yes. When a man is looking for money, at the back of his mind, he wants to make money so that he can be respected. If you look at your community, many people that collect chieftaincy title, they are all men. How many women do you see collecting high chief? Because of respect is a need in men. And respect can also mean that a man wants you to make him the number one. No man wants to take a second place in your life. And if you are married, you cannot put your husband at the second place. Your children cannot be the number one. Your husband wants to be the number one person in your life, believe me. So that some people, that's what respect means to them. So you have to respect a man. Even if it's your classmates, your friends, men value respect. You cannot have a relationship with a man, whether it's a romantic relationship or not. You have to respect men. No matter where you find them, in church, don't be the kind of girl that you only respect people that you are dating. No, men want respect. In any way you are dealing with them, respect them, both small and great. Don't say this one no rich, I not gonna respect them. No, start practicing with them. That's how you learn to respect, so that when you get married, it will be easy for you to respect a man. Then the second thing that a man wants is acceptance. I learned this the hard way. Let me tell you the truth. I learned it the hard way. In my marriage, I had to accept my husband's personality. When you are in love, you won't notice some things that the man is doing. His personality. My husband has a choleric personality, and sometimes he can tend to be harsh sometimes. It has taken me years to really understand that this is the way this man is. You have to accept. Men love acceptance. Don't try to change a man. You cannot change a man. That's the truth. I've been married. This is my 9th year in marriage. You cannot change a man. You can't change a man's personality. A man changes when he decides to change. Let me tell you the truth. And people's personality is like their default mode. So that's why even before you choose someone that you accept the man. Acceptance means that you are not trying to change him. Don't marry a man and now you are not planning on how to change his hairstyle, how to change this, how to change that. My dear, it might not work. Men love acceptance. When you don't accept a man, you are trying to tell him. It's just like when a man tells you in his face, I don't love you. So when you are in a relationship with a man, you have to accept his personality. Yes, his personality is his temperament. You have to accept his weaknesses, his habits. Yes, you can't say, I love you, but I don't accept you. No. Men love acceptance. If you watch, men go to where they watch football. They can have DSTV in their house, but they go to where they are accepted to watch the football, because that's where their wife will not be disturbing them. You are watching too much football. You are doing this. You are watching film too much. No, you have to accept all those weaknesses. But there are exceptions to this. There are two rights that every woman has in marriage. Those two rights are the right for a man to remain sexually faithful to you, and the right for him to provide for you financially. If he's not doing well in that area, and you stand up for your rights in that area, God will be with you. Yes, God will work with you and make sure that the man does the right thing. But every other thing, like some habits that are not harmful to him, you have to accept it and pray that God will help him to change. Men love acceptance. They just accept him as a human being like you. Every human being is part good, part bad. You yourself, you are not perfect. So accept him as a human being that he is, part good and part, someone that has weaknesses. He knows his weaknesses. Everybody on earth, every man knows his weaknesses, and he's working on it. Don't be the one always pointing out his weaknesses. Focus on his strengths. If you go home now, just write down. I had to do this. I wrote down the things that my husband is good in. And when I began to talk about, I noticed that this guy is good in a lot of places. Just that there are some places that he's not good at. I'm not the one to be pointing it out to him all the time. Because when you're pointing it out to him all the time, he will stay away from you. You will become like his enemy, just like his mother. He's always pointing out to him, change this, change that. And my sister, you are not his mother. You are his what? Wife or partner or fiance or whatever. So please stop pointing. It's not every time this how you did. You are always looking for his weakness. So don't focus on his weaknesses. Accept his strengths and pray to God for his weaknesses. That's why when you want to marry, you have to also look out for the person's weaknesses and know if they are the things that you can accept. His weaknesses. Don't just look at somebody's strengths. Look at his weaknesses. Can you live with it? This is very, very important. Then the third thing that men want is appreciation. Appreciation. If you are like me before, you will think, well, am I not the wife? I'm also doing this and doing that. Why should I always be thanking you? But women, we are not too big on appreciation, but men are big on appreciation. They are really big on appreciation. You have to, the way you appreciate God, that's the way you appreciate the men in your life, your husband. Appreciate them. Appreciation is like a shower. A shower. When a man comes back from work or from his business, from all the stress of the day, have you seen some men that the kind of hard jobs that they do just to put food on the table? And when they come back, they have suffered a lot. What do? You appreciate them. I know that times have changed and now women have to work too. But a man needs the appreciation. Men thrive on appreciation. As a woman, you need appreciation too. I know you might be saying, what about me? Nobody's appreciating me. Appreciate him first. When you appreciate him, you appreciate you back. But you have to be the one that is always appreciating him. Yes, don't wait for him to appreciate you. You are like, what of me? I'm at home. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Yes, you are doing your own, but men want you to appreciate them. Because it's like a shower that, the way you enter shower that, and when you are hot, you become cold. As in, when you enter shower, it cools your body. That's the way it cools men. I have experienced it in my life. When you begin to appreciate your partner, even the things that he doesn't do for you, he will start doing them because he will think that you are grateful. And a lot of women are lacking in this area. They are like, what of me? I'm giving this. Why is he not appreciating me? Appreciate him first. And you know the way you appreciate God. So So you have to appreciate the man. Men thrive on appreciation. When you appreciate a man, he feels that the work that he's doing is being, he feels that he's making you happy. A man once wrote a quote on social media: what can we really do to make a woman happy? Probably the wife is also happy, but she's not showing appreciation, and the man is feeling like, I'm not doing enough for my wife or my family because the woman is not showing appreciation. You have to show appreciation. Men thrive on appreciation. Believe me, that your husband that you are complaining about, if you hear what other people are going through in their own marriage, you will take that your own, dust it, and begin to thank God. Appreciation means that you are grateful. Yes, you are grateful. Recognize that God has given you a man. People are fasting and praying for a man, giving offering and seed, and God has given you your own man. Appreciate, recognize that he is trying, and appreciate him in the areas. If there are still areas that is lacking, don't focus on those areas. Appreciate him on the areas that he is trying, and you will see he will become a better man. He will become better. Then number 4, this one I'm about to talk about now. I'm shy. Do you want to hear it? Yes, okay. Men want sex. In fact, men need sex. Yes, men need sex. You can't say you are not feeling like it. You have to force yourself to feel like it. If you are married, give sex in quantity. The truth is that these days, I even pity men, because the kind of dressing that females wear these days, they are so seductive, and women are literally walking around naked. I don't know whether you have been walking around lately. If you have a man in your life, help him. Yes, help him. This, please, this is for married people. I don't want you to go around saying, but Lady Press said you should give sex. No, if you are not married, please, this is not for you. This is not for you at all. If you are not married, just fast forward this side, or just listen for the future. Are you getting me? So if you go out there, you see what ladies are wearing. Ladies are just, I don't know. But you know, how do you come in to help the man? You come in to help the man by giving sex in quantity. You can't say that you are fasting or you are doing this and you are not giving sex. You have to give it in quantity. And remember, sex can only happen when there is an attraction. So my dear, you have to work on your attraction level. Yes, you cannot say, I'm married, I have 3 children. I'm now married, I have children, and you just leave yourself. No, work on your body. Do everything you have to do to stay attractive. Just like me, one of the things I do that works for me is that at least every week I try to fast. Yes, I try to fast. Apart from that, I fast to, to seek God, and also to maintain my physical beauty. Yes, because when you fast, a lot of things drop, a lot of fat drop out of your body. Then, so most times, once it's 5, I don't take any other thing. Anything I take must be very light. That's why you see, after 3 children, I'm still looking good, even though I'm still working on myself. So you have to maintain that attraction. Don't just leave yourself as a married woman and say, now I'm getting married. Why? No, attraction is important. I am very big on inner beauty. You might say, no, I'm focusing on only my inner beauty. My dear, men are moved by what they see. Do not deceive yourself that my husband is looking at my inner beauty. He's looking at your inner beauty, but he also wants to look at you and see that you are attractive. So do everything in your power to stay attractive, to stay like that girl that he married. In fact, every man has a picture of, the way you wear. That if the man doesn't want you to change, so even though you are changing, he's also changing, but you have to maintain attraction. Maintain attraction by working on how you look. So lastly, you want to hear this one? Yes, you need to hear it, because there was a time in my life that every time my husband is telling me, this one, that this particular thing, he kept on saying it. His men wants you to listen to them. As a lady, you think say you wise, you know everything, but the man you are married to wants you to listen to him. And most times it might not mean that you are not listening to him, but it could mean that you are putting up a disposition that is showing him that you are not listening to him. When I'm talking about listening, I'm not talking about him telling you how to breathe, telling you how to do everything. It's not about taking orders. It's about being teachable. A man is a natural teacher. And every man that has a wife believes in his heart that he's the one to teach the wife. That's why when you ask them one small question, they will set in and start teaching. You will not be like, I did not, this is not a lecture section now. They will not start teaching. So every man wants a woman that is teachable. Are you teachable? Because as a woman, you are supposed to adapt. God has created us to adapt to the man that we are married to. And there's no way you can properly adapt and align if he cannot teach you. Yes. If you don't listen to him. How do people, how do we make men feel like we're not listening to them? When your husband is talking to you, you are busy on your phone, pressing your phone. He feels like, and he perceives that you are not listening to him. When he tells you something, he's trying to pass across an information to you, and you are cutting him in between the conversation. You are cutting in between the conversation. It could send a message that you are not listening, even when you are listening. The truth is that everything that your husband will tell you to do might not be things that we agree with your perceptions as a person. But at least when he says it, just listen. Just accept it first. Don't dismiss his point of view. Maybe you have something that you want to do and he's giving you a point of view. Don't dismiss it immediately. Just listen. You might even at the end of the day, he might begin to see reason without your own point of view. But that time that he's telling you that thing, this is something that, I'm telling you this one out of experience, that time that he's telling you that thing, just listen to it. Just listen, just listen. Be a great listener. So listening is not about taking orders. It's not do as I say. No, it's not all about it. You listen to hear about his needs. Because when you don't listen, the man might not come and tell you categorically, do this is what I want, this is what I want. But when you listen to the things that he's saying per time, you can be able to know where to make adjustments. Yes, you can be able to know. When you begin to listen, you'll be able to make adjustments in the right direction. And you see your relationship, you see your marriage become better. So listen. Don't be an ITK, I too know, in your marriage. Your husband is your teacher. Allow him be teachable. Let him teach you. You are called to adapt to him, to adapt. A woman should be adaptable, to adapt to his or to her husband or to the person that you are in a relationship with. So listening is not all about taking order. It's not all about do as I say, but it's all about you listening to him so that you can be able to understand his needs and be able to adapt and make the proper adjustments. I have said 4 things that men want. I say that the first one is that men want respect. The second one I said is that a man wants to be accepted. He wants to feel accepted. That's why he can go to a bar where they drink and do all sorts of things, because there in that bar, they don't judge them. Yes, like the saying that is going on now. We listen, we don't judge. So I'm not saying that if your husband is doing something that you don't like, that you don't pinpoint it, but don't make it a habit that when you don't accept a man, you are telling him that you are not satisfied with him, and it makes him it affects his masculine ego. It affects his masculine ego, and it also causes men to not to believe in us, and it will make the man not to believe in himself. And you know that when he can't really push through life, because life is full of challenges. Then I said that men love appreciation. Please appreciate your man. Appreciate the men in your life, your dad. When you appreciate a man, wow. I've said it before that Eto Dike and Komi just appreciate him. Just appreciate him that he's even a man. You know the way that one lady came up and said men should be giving her money because she's a woman. Just appreciate him because appreciate him for my husband. I just appreciate you. Then I said that a man wants you to listen to him. So listen to your husband. I know that you have learned a lot from this session, and I know that you are going to apply what you have learned. For a long time in my life, I was learning and learning and learning, but I was not applying a lot. But I told myself for a while now that I will be applying everything I know. And since I started applying it, my marriage, my relationship with men in my life have changed. My relationship with my husband have moved to another level because I began to apply. So don't just listen to these things. These things work, but you have to humble yourself to be able to apply it. So it takes humility to apply the things that you have learned. You cannot say, if it's not working, it's working. Don't lie to yourself. Humble yourself and apply the things you have learned, and you see your marriage become better. So if there is anything that you think that men want that I have not said, please write it in the comment section. I would like to learn from you. We are all learning. So go to the comment section, write the things that you think that men want that I have not said, and I will see you in the next episode. My name is Precious Chariots, and I hope you have learned a lot, and I'm so glad to be sharing these things I have learned over the years. See you in the next episode. Please don't forget to share this video. Please do not forget to share this video. Like, comment, share it with your friends. Call your yard people.